NBA Finals, a new Invincible rated player card to lead your lineup.
Oh, so much fun. And remember to check out my...
So we're ready. Okay, we get a win, but we're not going to try to do all of the video right now. When I end the video on.
Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
And people, parents, we had enough time to do it all.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. This is that grind-it-out part of the year, Grant. Everyone just fighting through it.
No question, BA. And it's not just physically exhausting. You're trying to focus on every game, every possession. This is where your leaders can help keep everyone focused.
Well, we've touched on it in prior broadcasts. MP has spent the last few games with a #1 priority of trying to keep others involved.
We know MP's made big-time claims to make big improvements in his playmaking execution. But even though we know he's got the ability, it simply hasn't translated lately. He's working hard with his coaches on how they get him more involved, put him in good positions, and free him up to distribute. We'll see if he can get it done in that category tonight.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. They've got Cunningham. Heat trail by 6. They've got MP, and it's Thomas in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. MP getting it done inside.
Yeah, attacking on the interior, MP can be relentless.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle. MP just showing off the vert.
MP's got a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Outside Monk, launches a 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's MP. MP gets it to go through contact.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And the Pistons shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. And that one's good. Wilson.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Monk with a steal.
He's still on fucking ball.
Pass to Wilson. Takes
Don't let
the
him go
three.
in.
He buries it.
Hey,
from
but
three.
he did let him go in.
Wilson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
This is your fault. Make my ball go in.
MP against Monk.
Jimmy Butler call.
Here's
Do it.
Dadier. Here's MP. MP beats the contact.
Perfect from the field this
Don't
quarter.
let him go
Gotta
in,
wonder
man.
how long he can sustain it.
Detroit leading by 3. Here's Wilson. He's got 5. Pass to Monk. Here's Wesley. Another 3 for
Oh,
Detroit.
come on. Why you let the ball go in?
Assist. The offense is really
I would have passed to him somebody else. He let a ball go in. This is their...
Here's MP. Wilson grabs the board.
I'm trying to get a
Detroit's
fucking
gone 2 of 3
foul,
from beyond
but
the
I
arc so
didn't
far
let
in the
him.
second. Fires for 3.
Good.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. Johnson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Bridges comes in for Monk. Here's Wilson. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And again, the Pistons missing. MP inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 12 points in the game.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Bridges misses. He trailed by 4. MP inside. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Outside Johnson. Misses the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's MP. And he hits it to tie the game. 16 points for him.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Inside. Here's Stanley. Ooh, the lead pass.
Oh,
was
wait,
in the
that's bad.
perfect
That's
spot to set up the layup.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Both teams will make substitutions. The field for the three-point contest is just about set. And no matter what the final list looks like, it's going to be an incredible competition.
It just always is. The winner gets to stake claim as best shooter in the world. And that's a title lots of guys in this league really want.
You look at Johnson, he's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has it.
Where's the way we're going to come back here?
Detroit Pistons closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possession. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
He got the right, bro. Oh.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories. It's like Vegas.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Pistons. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Mikal Bridges is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Santi Aldama. Then there's Johnson. And it's Stanley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Back to MP. Oh, MP with the hammer.
Well, he's on one now. It's going to be tough to slow MP down when he's feeling this confident.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Leading by 5. Their next game is at Paycom Center in Oklahoma City for a date with the Thunder. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes.
For me, it's supposed to go in 50. We're not going to make it 50 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Bro, we're going to try to make it 50.
Building this lead in every
We're going to try because if he makes it.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from being close.
And the foul called on MP.
Yeah, I want to get out of here. Foul. So now we're going to make it fucking. Just go out and make it 59. For shot ass.
They've got MP, and it's Thomas in at the 3. Small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. MP. Yep, that one's good. MP's got 24.
Well, depends where you come back here.
Play more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation.
I'm blocking this fucking kid. You missed it.
Can't be wasting possessions now.
And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
That's a jump ball.
That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. The Heat making a switch here. Bridges is checked in. Here's MP.
Always switch it.
And MP throws it down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it. Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Pass to Dadier. Here's MP. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. MP's got 6 here in the quarter. The Pistons lead by 8. Here's Wesley. The 3 is up. And again, the Pistons missing.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
To the paint. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
We're making it up.
Work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
Yeah, look. They've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out. Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
I gotta pass somebody. I'll make it.
Detroit will have it. All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Tuesday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder. And then on Wednesday, they'll head home to take on the Toronto Raptors.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, they obviously have the upper hand coming into that one. But don't expect a blowout. It could turn into a real battle.
Time now to hear from our...
Oh, man, well, I want him to miss a shot.
Hey, guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. MP shot is off.
MP.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there. Right at the rim. Came up empty.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Fuck, did you have to
And
do
let's
that?
take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Detroit.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to
Come
challenge
on,
them
dude.
at the line. They need to close
Man, I
out
hate him,
and
both of them.
run them off the three.
And also, guys,
I
great
hate them
job
both of you.
hitting
Do
their
that.
free throws tonight, too. Taking advantage of those freebies makes a huge difference.
Pass to Jaquez. To the inside. Here's MP. Yes. And it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
Wait, there's no way you can make
Adebayo's got
it.
3 assists now in this one.
Don't
No
say
need
it.
to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time.
He
This is
misses
where you
fucking
can reset and try
shot.
to get a good shot.
Bridges misses. Heat trail by 7. MP outside. That one's...
What? Oh, easy has done.
MP's got 36 points.
And MP's team needed that one. Nice poise right there.
Bridges outside. Puts up a 3.
Please don't go in.
Finds it again.
And
6
my
for
run.
12 and remaining assertive.
For
Here
confirmation.
in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
MP no good. And here's
Yeah,
Cunningham.
we're screwed out
Bring it up
for
for the Pistons. Earlier in the game, they led by
This
19.
is your fault, Piston.
Johnson passes to Stanley. And here's Aldama. 3-pointer. Second chance effort. And it's Stanley on the miss. Now here's MP.
We're not going to come back to this now.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Wait, somebody missed a shot.
Oh, MP gets it through the tight D inside.
Wow.
Wait,
MP
wait.
was fully prepared to shoulder the load in this clutch situation.
For 3, Bridges. That falls.
I
Nice
told
feed
you,
that
I
time from Cunningham.
missed the shot.
And the Pistons lead by 9.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the
I had to
results,
pass to him.
you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And the Pistons pushing it up now. And that's an intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Watch out, I'm going to get a fucking real foul early. Let him have win that match. No reason.
29 seconds left
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
fourth quarter.
we see a
And now
foul.
we've got an intentional foul.
That's fucking heat fault. You
He gets the first.
make a
And that'll
weird
push the
fight
lead to
game.
double digits.
Game.
So he gets them both.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a
Don't throw
big
the meme.
spot.
Down low. Goes up on the baseline. And then Adebayo slams it in. Here's Cunningham. 16 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Bridges. And the foul called on MP. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus,
I have to
we'll
do
head
it.
to the line for 2. He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Bridges hits them both.
He did it for me. That
So
game's
it's
over.
Detroit easily grabbing this one. Boy, and
That's stupid. Who does let him win?
Win some, you lose some. Hey, it's just one loss.
What? Why should I be? You're going to help me.
Hey, if it's good enough for Steph, you can't really go wrong.
Let's try to get a win again. Get a bit.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Sir Clark, when you look at the MVP voting over the last few years, it has been dominated by the big men, especially 7-footers.
Yeah, pretty unique, right? For years, 7-footers didn't get much MVP love, and this stuff is somewhat cyclical, as you know, Kevin. Big shifts happen, like the talk of getting rid of conferences because the West was too strong once upon a time. That conversation and narrative flip too. So I think, again, cyclical stuff happens in this league.
It's been a while since MP has been challenged to tally more assists than his opponents. How would you rate his progress so far?
And the effort's been there, but the results have not. And sometimes the offense has been a bit rushed or settled for low percentage shots. MP still has some time to ramp up his efforts here. We'll see if he can improve.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Anthony Edwards. He's out there with Rollins. And it's Dennis in at the 4. Here's Edwards. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Newton.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
No good on the 3. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. And we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Hansen. Cans it from downtown.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game. Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked.
Oh, you can't do that. Give it for the pro. What's up?
You know, one of the things you love about MP, he is certainly a team-first kind of a guy. Individual stats really don't do much for him. He wants to win, period.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye?
That's what you get when you give me a free throw. That's what you get.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've done some really nice work.
And Miami shooting a scorching 68% in the game.
No more free throws.
And it's Bridges, and it's Clark in at the small forward. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now.
That'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena.
The Heat will call back his. They got it right.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the...
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look. Thank you for being with us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. We've got Rollins. He's out there with Edwards. And it's Dennis in at the 4-man position.
Call back. We can call back his.
MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
Here's Dennis. No good with the triple. And here's Zero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Here's Rollins. Off target with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
It's MP muscling his way for 2.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And the foul called on MP. We've got Bridges. Bonner is out there with MP. And it's Day in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity. He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
MP working it inside.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
And it's Bonner in the corner. Here's MP. He shoots again. MP strong inside.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
To the paint. Here's Branham. Buries it down low.
I didn't know that ball was going in.
Got 27 points.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
MP left side. Book it. MP with a tough shot.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. We told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every 3 they put up. We'll see if that intensity increases on D. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
It's good, and that takes them to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
And MP is letting his play do the talking. He is on one.
Pass to Hansen. There's the triple. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Here's MP. Hawkins outside. Knocks down the three ball.
Yeah, we got it.
Got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Devin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Just reliable for guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Poked loose. It's stolen by Edwards. Moving it up. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 10 on a basket from Newton.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. MP, no good. Timberwolves trail by 10. From deep. Edwards can't hit. MP against Edwards. Here's MP. Bucket is good. MP's got 18 points now here in the second half.
MP with a tough shot. That's really hard. Great concentration.
And the foul called on MP. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final score.
That's your cup, yelling. Mr. Bill, it's a man you
Way to bring that
want
up to me.
to do.
Can't be brutal like that, MP.
I don't care, baby. Don't put your fucking shooter on your mom's farm, or my farm, or anybody else's fucking farm. You gotta kick stand. You're that friggin' lazy, don't take the fucking thing outside.
They can do all of yeah, like all of them take like hours. But
Coming up next, the Heat taking on the Hawks. For Miami, losing 7 out of their last 10 games has left a bad taste in their mouths. But tonight represents a new beginning, and they want a taste of victory once again. Hawks, Heat, coming up next. Right. Welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant.
We'll face the Hawks.
Modern training methods help players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, BA. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation.
Hawks is
the
hard.
guy you're guarding is in top form. That wears you down, too.
And MP has made
Let's
it
see how he
known
gets
for this
on
recent stretch. He's been
8.
focused on getting his teammates more involved, distributing the load.
Well, coaches always love a pass-first mentality as long as it's the right pass and you aren't passing up opportunities to be aggressive and score. For MP lately, the results on the floor have been mixed. He's shown some flashes, but lately it's been a bit of a disappointment. I think even he'd tell you he can do better.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. We got Risache, and it's Bufkin in at the point.
Above the rim, MP rising up.
Here's Risache. Hawkes covers. Pass to Bufkin. Wallace outside. Fires the three. Rebound by the Heat. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the night. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won one NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, BA, tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Shot from 12. Again, MP missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. The three from Risache knocks down the triple.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Heat have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Hero to the middle. All right, Brett, let me ask you a very important question.
Call, you got to give me a free rub.
Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness, and if you
that ball never will go in. He don't have
you better
free
make
throw.
sure that you're ready to be pushed.
You don't want to see me free throw. I don't go.
As a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close. Those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. MP's got 6 points.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Bufkin. And that misses. That would have put him up. MP with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Here's MP. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 41 points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. You guys?
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Hawks trail by 6. Wallace outside. The three-pointer off the mark. The Heat have got 6 of 8 shots to go. MP with it. Watch by Wallace.
MP, call, man.
No good.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups. And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's use this time to take a look at the player of the week in the Eastern Conference. Miami making a switch here. MP's checked in. Long range from the inbound. And it's Gilliard missing. Miami leading by 6. MP scanning the floor. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Out of bounds. It'll be Heat ball.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
Bridges, he's checked in for Jaquez. Wallace, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here's MP. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here's MP. Count it. MP's got 18.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Trent for 3. Drills it from deep.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. It's just very solid offense.
MP getting it done for the Heat. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. More NBA on 2K Sports right. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse
maybe.
But that should open up things on the
late.
perimeter later in the game.
So much good energy and flow tonight. It's really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
They've got Miles Bridges, and it's Dauge in at the power forward position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Hawks trail by 13.
Spot him.
Inside. Here's Garuba. Another shot. The rebound by Bridges.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Here's MP. Nice job by MP converting it tight.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight. It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
For Atlanta, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. It's stolen by MP. Banked it in off the glass. MP's got 8 here in this quarter. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Heat leading by 17. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Pass to Trent, looking to win the run. Knocks it down from distance. Trent's gotten his third basket of the night.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Trent against MP. He gets it in there. And the Heat lead by 16.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And it's Gilliard
I'm
missing.
trying.
Defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
The Heat have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. The shot that time not on target. Hawks trail by 18. Pass to Gilliard. Here's Garuba. Trent from long range. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Well, Brent, he doesn't give you much inside the arc, but Trent Jr. is a sniper from deep.
Yeah, and Gary Trent Jr. knows exactly why he's on the floor, and that's to shoot the basketball. So continue to move, find open areas, wait for the ball, and then let it rip.
It's stolen by MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Defense has no answers for what MP is questioning them with right now.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebound. There was a big gap between
The timeout good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match. The way they went
We're
about
still
it,
in.
just so physical and dominated it.
So both teams changing it up here. Heat leading by 20.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Atlanta is shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Trent's shot is off.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
MP again. MP's got 42 in the game.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Got a hand on it.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Good D by Williamson. Atlanta's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Trent. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. And so it's Miami ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
We get to this right there. He's going to win this day. I know where the Hawks can come back now.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
You take a look at the Heat, the end is near. Couldn't put things together in time. They've had a couple of good games, but they couldn't sustain the momentum. They're in rebuild territory, which ain't always pretty.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Miami Heat.
Seems like they can't miss. Just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want.
You haven't heard this in a while, fellas. SLN, Shaq-like numbers. When you're doing that, it means dominance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just
Night
be on
will
top
be
of that
quick
rim.
basketball.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. We got Risache, and it's Edie in at the 5, down low. Williamson for 3. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's MP, and they pick up 2. MP's gotten 4 this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Where's the foul?
Here's Buffkin. He's scoreless. The
Why are
three
you
from
killing
Risache. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's MP. The rebound by the Hawks.
The Hawks is late. I cannot get a
Here's
foul
Risache.
hook.
On the wing, MP. Non-stop scoring machine right here.
Oh, that's my fault. That was Hawks'
Since we have a
fault.
second here, let's see which teams have dominated the offensive glass and second chance opportunities this season.
Now, guys.
Miami, number 1.
This team has just been a menace on the offensive boards. They chase down their
Now we
shots
got
and
it.
work hard to make sure there are no wasted possessions.
But I gotta do it twice. No, I just filled that one.
Here's Wallace. Nice form. On the 20-footer, Wallace has gotten his second bucket on the night, and Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Oh, that one is for
Miami
my
leading
far.
by 22. MP outside, and MP throws it down.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
Pass to Wallace from the arc. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. You know he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, BA, would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called, whether it's center or forward. It doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length, and continues to grow his game.
MP up top. With a 9-footer. Hits yet again. Wow!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. And a foul.
Good, 2 minutes is fine.
My hand is white. I want my arm.
Decides to call timeout, rallying his guys.
I hear like, oh, I'm fucking die out. Or we're gonna have to come back here. No more fun die out, man.
Here's MP. They've got MP, and it's
We're gonna win
Thomas
this.
in at the 3.
We'll-
That's the group in the game for the Heat. Oh, another one falls.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
13 feet out. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on MP and out on the wings.
I try to get someone style in this minute.
They're ahead by 21. So many players in the league have their own podcast. Would you have had one during your career, Brent?
I think so, B.A. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, how cool is it to connect to your favorite players or hear stories from guys as the season is going along, than to have these guys available in your earbuds all day, every day.
Trent from long range. Here's Livingston. Atlanta again missing. Miami leading by 23.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Heat.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
After losing the first game, they've come back and evened things up in this one. They'll play one more time in this season series after this.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
And this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Pass to Livingston. 4-3. Fires in the triple. Livingston's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Pretty much no one is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
It's stolen.
Oh, he's still a fucking ball.
Trent against Thomas. Here's Livingston. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Bridges. Here's MP. And it's Gilliard with a rebound.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Trent's shot is off. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's MP. The layup misses. And so it's Atlanta with it. Pass to Livingston. The 3-ball. They get it back. Here's Benton.
The game's over.
Winning this one easily. Showing that they're the far superior team. They win it.
I'm gonna see the next video, guys. Now, guys, him making quits tonight, like taking you wet half.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping me.
Guys, I hope so. Goodbye. And tonight, we're talking with guys. I'm talking. We're on. We'll play this. I will play this. Quit. But I'll let you off. Okay, Aaron.
Crowd looks hype tonight. Better come with me.
Yeah, I'll let you off finally the clip. Now you will beat Macbeth on to get that sign you trying to squad. See you guys, listen up. I will be by stream tomorrow. I didn't time.
And get rewards while you're on the go throughout the playoffs.
Become a champion, collect amazing star player
I wish not. I'll be by. What's up, guys? I'll be by on. See you guys at sign. Who should subscribe? See you guys at. See you guys at sign. See you guys at sign. Good fucking bye. See you guys at sign.